Hey guys, welcome to the Super Bowl Post Show where we talk about things Marvel, DC, and Star Wars. It's your boy Stevie Hayes, per usual, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about some news. We're going to be going through a couple of things, and yeah, I want to get to it as soon as possible. But first off, let's get into some James Gunn stuff. I really want to talk to you guys about James Gunn's plan for the DCU. I know that I've kind of talked about it on and off, but I haven't really gone into the plan and read it fully through like for you guys. So I want to read this plan thoroughly through at least all of the information that we have so far, and I'm going to give my opinion on it. All right, I'm about to read it to you guys. All right, so here it is. Um, at some point in January 2023, Gunn and Safran will reveal the first movies from their new slate of projects that will restart the DC universe in the post DCEU era, which will seemingly end later this year with Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. This will also likely include a new holy trinity of DC heroes in Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, all of whom should serve as the pillars of the new franchise as the three most important members of the Justice League. Gunn confirmed in December 2022 that Henry Cavill will not return to the role of Superman in this new movie that's already being written by Gunn himself. This reboot will focus on Clark Kent much earlier in his life than how he's been portrayed in the past solo movies, meaning that fans will get to watch the hero grow and evolve on a deeper level than before. On the Bruce Wayne front, Gunn highlighted how important Batman will be in this upcoming slate of movies as the DC Studios co-CEO teased that the hero is a big part of the DCU on Twitter. Although many are hoping that Matt Reeves' The Batman universe enters the mix as well, Gunn's new slate will likely give Batman a fresh treatment, much like Superman, allowing for a deeper exploration of the Caped Crusader than anything since Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. As for Wonder Woman, although Gal Gadot seemingly won't return to her role as Diana Prince, Gunn recently debunked a rumor that said the heroine won't appear during the first 3 years of the DC slate. It took 3 years for the Amazon warrior to make her debut in the original. All right, whatever. All right, here we go. This trio, in addition to other marquee heroes like Green Lantern, should be high on Gunn's priority list as he plans out his new slate of DC movies. But does that beg the question, when will the Justice League finally unite in this new universe? Okay, so now I'm going to read you guys this second part about when will the Justice League be rebooted, because they have some interesting insight. While the MCU's Avengers aren't necessarily going to be the exact blueprint for what Gunn will do with DC's Justice League, Marvel Studios took 4 full years to bring 5 solo movies before the Avengers hit theaters in May 2012 and closed out Phase 1. Assuming Gunn's new slate starts in 2024, with his plans now starting to go into early development, the 3 aforementioned solo movies will likely take at least a couple years to premiere in theaters, as would others featuring different Justice League heroes. Should this be the case, a new Justice League movie could be on the horizon for some time in either 2027 or 2028, depending on how many characters get solo movies before then. And although Gunn will almost definitely feature the aforementioned trio along with other potential heroes like the Flash and Green Lantern in those next few years, he's also known for giving lesser known heroes the spotlight, potentially meaning that fans could see a wholly different team than when they debut. No matter when the Justice League does assemble on the big screen together, James Gunn and his team will dedicate all of their efforts to making sure the group has the best chances at success that they can get before a new team up movie is filmed. Okay, so this is my outlook, and I'm just going to leave this here. I think that I am a big fan of what James Gunn is doing. You know, as I said, Henry Cavill's firing was hard and all of that jazz. But with the idea of the whole Justice League thing, I mean, well, let me start with just the beginning of the article. I am very interested to see how the Superman portrayal is going to be, because I do think whoever gets casted is like, this is going to be like Robert Pattinson's Batman all over again. The same way how when Robert Pattinson got casted as Batman, he got destroyed on the social media. If I was James Gunn, this is what I would do. I would find my Superman as quickly as possible, and I will let everyone know as soon as possible. So if I was James Gunn, I would want to have the Superman casted by the summertime, because in my opinion, if you get a Superman casted now, it gives the actor enough time to get killed by the fans, because what they did with Batman that was funny is that they casted Robert Pattinson super early in like before Batman was darn near to develop. So they gave Robert Pattinson time to get killed. Like Pattinson got destroyed on the internet. So by the time the Batman came out, everybody was kind of exhausted of like roasting him. So I mean, I would take that same approach with Superman. Just cast him now, unveil him to the public, let him get super roasted. So by the time 2024, 2025 it comes out, no, like people are kind of coming into it with an empty mind, because a lot of the people that I know personally that killed Robert Pattinson, they now love him as Batman, which is hilarious. So yeah, man. I mean, I'm all for that. I still stand by my first statement that I've said before many times, that I think that the DCU should be in Robert Pattinson's Batman universe. I really don't want another fresh look Batman. I like the Batman that we have, and I think that with smaller changes to the tone, like I've said before, he will fit perfectly in the DCU. I also am happy that James Gunn kind of debunked my last video about Wonder Woman not being in the DCU, and hearing that she's going to have a chance that to be back in the DCU is perfect, because the trio is what we need. Okay, and you know, as much as I have a fear that some fatigue might come in because we've seen Wonder Woman origin, I wonder where he's going to resume in that. That's kind of the only movie that I'm really interested to see, because with Superman and Batman, I mean, if you could continue from Pattinson's universe, you're going right into a Batman 2, right? And with Superman, I mean, I think it's going to work, but with the Wonder Woman, I'm very interested to see how that's going to work. So, I'm kind of keeping a close eye to that project. But other than that, guys, I mean, I love the idea with the Justice League and bringing in all the other characters. Like I think a Martian Manhunter TV show will work. I think a Green Lantern TV show will work. I think there's ways that James Gunn can really utilize this HBO Max deal that they have, and he can make really great shows, kind of like what Peacemaker was. Peacemaker was a great show, and I even think that James Gunn might even meddle, and do some movies on HBO Max. And I think Disney Plus and Marvel made a really good move by making films like Werewolf by Night and putting those on Disney Plus. Some streamable movies will help the universe as well, and I think that you can do that for characters that really don't need a show, like a 10-hour show, or 6 hour show, but you can give them a nice 1 hour and 30 minutes or 2 hour movie and make it streamable. I think there's many ways that the DCU is going to work, and I think that James Gunn is going to put out a slew of content. So yeah, I'm excited to see where it resumes, and I'm happy with everything that is going on. Okay, so yeah,